Hello, I'm Shelley Rothus, and I'm a different kind of victim. Today's topic: don't rain on my parade. Boy. So, I had given a preview based upon what has happened to me recently that I have been discussing in not so much detail, but I have been using it to teach domestic violence. Now, I'll say it now. Of course, I didn't expect these things to happen to me. Of course, we never do. So, I'm a survivor because I have tolerated a lot. And believe me, many people are surprised based upon everything that I have gone through that I'm still standing strong. Why? Because I'm not like them. And I'm more confident in myself, and I actually have self-love and respect myself. I didn't always have that, but just based upon my teachings and what I try to teach others based upon what I've personally experienced, I've grown to be a different person. One thing that people have told me that I didn't really realize myself is that I do defend myself. Guess what? I wasn't always like that. I didn't defend myself. I didn't share the truth. I was always silenced. That was part of the abuse that I went through personally. But that's where I became a different person. And that's why I call myself a different kind of victim. Because I am an honest person. I've been hearing this saying before, but I never quite understood it. Smiling faces tell lies. I was like, okay, so if somebody's smiling, that means they're lying. And I also thought, wow, many people have said that I have a angry face a lot of the times. Well, I said, well, then okay, then that means that I'm an honest person. That shows that I'm an honest person. I could have said that. So, okay, back to the point. Smiling faces have lies. I was just discussing with a friend based on a person that we both know, and I used to be friends with. Well, it's really interesting is that they saw the same thing as I did. That this person comes off as very friendly and like, hi! Like you would think they're very kind and social and a good person. Well, they happen to be part of the abuse that happened to me, actually. And they're lying the entire time to me. So, wow, it's just interesting because I never really understood that. Smiling faces tell lies. And that's what happened to me today, too, with another incident that happened here where I live. The person acted like they were being friendly to me. Of course, I was like, yeah, okay, because they had engaged in the abuse that was happening to me here. Again, don't rain on my parade. I've already spoken with legal professionals and also have agencies that are aware of everything that has happened to me here. More than 2 agencies, and also the government is aware of it too. The representatives that have been on my side for over a year now. So, again, don't rain on my parade because the truth is out. That's why they're afraid. Now, I'm going to be bringing up manipulation. What else is a good way of saying that? I could say scare tactics. I like that one better than manipulation. Scare tactics. That's what happened to me today. I was being stalked and harassed today by one of the gang members mainly. And why is that? Ooh, abusers don't like being called out for the truth of what they are doing. That's right. Scare tactics. That's exactly what it is. So this person tried to threaten me again, and that was involving my home and trying to get me evicted. Of course, the management is standing by the gang's side, but hey, what they're doing is not legal. And legally, they cannot evict somebody based upon abuse that's happening to them, and especially what I have received, which everybody that I've shown it to, even legal professionals, said this would be laughed out of court, and they could get in big trouble for it. They're scared. That's right. They are afraid because I have evidence and I can prove it, and also the sheriff's department's on my side and has that evidence. That's right. So when abusers feel threatened by not being able to abuse, what do? They use scare tactics. That's right. They try to outnumber the victim and get whoever they can to what? Back them up and do whatever they can to bring that victim down. That's another thing they're trying to do, is trying to bring me down. Like, oh no, I'm so scared. Of course it worked at first, but you know what? I right away realized what they were doing based upon what I teach myself and know about abusers. And I just was like, yeah, whatever. I laughed it off and actually talked to others, and they're like, yeah, they're trying to scare you. Again, it's easier to see it when it's not happening to you. So just listening to others, and they told me what's going on, I was like, whoa, you're right. I was like, whoa. I was like, shh. Yeah, they have nothing because they are the abusers. They did the wrong thing, and I'm not going to put up with it. That's another thing. Most people, they tell me this a lot now. Again, I was not like this before. They say, wow, you really defend yourself. You're really different from others that I've ever known. And even with the incidents that happened here with the abusers and the gangs, actually people that knew these people and other people that these gang members have abused have told me they don't like me because I actually defend myself and I've called them out for the truth. So let's get to that. So that's what they're trying to go against me at too, is because I am sharing the truth. Yes, I was raped. They didn't like that because that was one of the gang members. So they attacked me for that. I was physically assaulted. I was spit on. I was stalked and harassed. And I actually have that on video where that person is actually admitting to that happening to me and putting me down for calling the police. That goes back to my, why didn't you report it? There's people like these that are gang members that will use it against you to harm you. And that's exactly what they did here. Right after I was raped, that's exactly what they used to go against me. To the point where they tried to get me falsely evicted based on lies, which is not legal. So, yes, that's exactly what they were trying to do, is bring me down with scare tactics, also known as manipulation, trying to control me. Also with humiliation. Of course, it didn't work again, as I've written about in my personal story, is that it was in front of two people that I'm not even close to. I've come to the point where I'm not close really with hardly anybody unless they have absolutely no association with the gang members or any of the followers of the gang members that live where I do. I keep my distance from all of them. I only speak to those that have absolutely no association with these people. So yes, they tried to humiliate me and then threaten me, stating that they're going to try to get me evicted again. Of course it worked because the shart twatters fell for it again. And as I've talked about with others, is that abusers love abuse. And another thing is they are cowards. We've all heard is that bullies are insecure and they are nothing without each other. It's absolutely true. That's what I've learned here. They are cowards. They are nothing without each other. When they're alone and not with each other, they're totally different people. They can't do their abuse without each other. So that makes me feel better about myself, is that I'm nothing like them, and I don't need others in order to feel like I'm an important person or have a purpose in life. But abusers thrive off of abuse. As my friend said, based upon these people, they're like Dracula. They need that blood. They need to suck on that blood. But with the abusers, they suck on harming others in their abuse. That's what they thrive on. They're like Dracula sucking on blood, but that's the abuse that they thrive on. And that makes them who they think they are as an important person. As another friend had said, is they think that their shit doesn't stink. Well, guess what? It certainly does. They don't want to admit to their abuse as being wrong. They don't want others to think that. So they always try to outnumber the victim by lying. And many people, as I've written in my personal story, believe lies over the truth. And that's another reason why many victims don't want to report it, is because they will get outnumbered, and there's a lot of abusers out there who will turn it against them and use it against them to harm them more. And that's exactly what happened to me where I'm living at. So what I've come to is, and I found really interesting today, was the things that certain people have said, which is, don't rain on my parade. That's exactly what I'm doing. So don't rain on my parade is going to be my topic, because they are people with a smiley face, but liars. And do I like liars? No. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't respect them any way whatsoever. Are they anybody important? Do they have anything that I could be jealous of or envious of? Absolutely not. They can't stand on their own. They're cowards. That's exactly what my friends and other people have said that've seen this happening. They're complete cowards. See, they have to go to the office and try to get me evicted and lie. They are cowards. I like to use the P word, because in the streets, when they're alone or they don't have any backup to go against that victim, they're nothing. Physically, I'm not going to do it. I'm not a violent person, and I don't want to get in trouble with the law. But, hey, I can beat the living crap out of them. And if they said this stuff to me on the outside, if they were just bullying me, believe me, I would have my little comebacks to them. Because that's how they're cowards, is that they're using my life, my current life, and trying to destroy that in my future life. And that's exactly why they are cowards. But they're also gangs. We need to understand the difference between gangs and bullying. Gangs, they try to harm that victim's current and future life. And that's exactly what they did here. They harmed my current and future life because of the harm that they've done to me. I could have lost my home. I could have lost my job. That's right. My financial well-being went down. Also, socially, they caused me harm because I was being stalked and harassed by more than 3 people. That's right. And also others just going along with it, the followers, as I call them, shart twatters, filling the guns with ammo with their shit and spreading it around. So I couldn't even go out anywhere around here without being approached or, people being nasty to me for no reason. So anything that affects a person's current or future life, where they are, that is what a gang is. Bullying is just little gossip, because that's what they started out as. They made fun of, ooh, my rainbow hair. Oh, she's crazy. She's gay. I've had actually put that in my last video, examples of that. And now I'm coming out and actually stating it. As for the people that tried to harass me today, oh well, don't rain on my parade. I have evidence. You don't. You have no evidence, because everything you've said is lies. You're done. Did you put me down or bring me down? No. I'm not going to let you rain on my parade. I'm a different kind of victim, because I'm going to call out the abuse as I see it. I'm an honest person. They are cowards. I am not. I win. You lose. Bye. That's all I have to say to them. So, today's topic, don't rain on my parade. That's right. My friend just told me again, I've heard this several times, I should have been a detective. That's right. As for the comment that somebody had left, a little side note, oh, flood on your little plan to try to harm me. Ooh, I got too much evidence and too much backup of actual people that can help me, not your little coward ways with people that are shart twatters. You lose. So that's it for today. I'm Shelley Rothus. I'm a different kind of victim. Don't rain on my parade. Abusers lose. That's how I see it, and that's how it's going to stand. I'll bring them down.